What's the deal, everybody? This is your boy Mack Malone, the KC journalist, and today we are at Parts Unknown in St. Joseph, Missouri, at the childhood home that Eminem lived in from age 3 all the way up until he went to Detroit at around age 12. Now, this was the house of his great aunt Edna Schwartz. She lived here until she died, and even after Eminem blew up, he still returned here and visited her. Now, this house was not listed online. I couldn't find it anywhere. It says that Eminem's history in St. Joe has no documentation. Other than his middle school, I couldn't find anything else. And he only attended that for a few months, long enough to take a yearbook picture. There's no record of him. He's like a ghost out here. So luckily, I had a few people that grew up with him and were friends of the family who were kind enough to show me. So out of respect for the family, and it was passed down and his family still has possession of this house from what I understand. So out of respect for them, I will not reveal the location. We will just say Parts Unknown in St. Joseph, Missouri. Now, if you're an Eminem fan, you know that his father left Debbie alone as a struggling drug addict and a single mother. And luckily, Marshall's family took her and him in. And he spent his elementary and parts of middle school years here. Now, check this out. This was funny. So if you remember the song Beautiful, he talks about sticking his tongue on a stop sign post to impress his friends. And that stop sign is right over here.
Like that, till I suck my tongue on that frozen stop sign pole at 8 years old.
Now, the original pole is gone, and now it's on this pole right here. But this is the original stop sign and spot where he pulled a Christmas Story stunt and stuck his tongue on the pole and got it stuck right here to impress his friends. I thought that was a cool little story. So, Eminem spent his time here drawing and sharpening his imagination and skills to become the artistic genius that he is today. And around the age of 12, Debbie took Marshall to Detroit, and like I said, he eventually returned and visited Edna at this very house. His time here isn't documented like it is in Detroit, so some of these locations have been difficult to dig and find, like I said, but I eventually found a few of them. So here we are at the childhood home that Eminem lived in St. Joseph, Missouri before he moved to Detroit and settled in on Dresden. Now imagine Eminem as a kid playing all in this yard and in the street. And at one point in his life, Eminem walked down this sidewalk. It's been very interesting retracing his roots and childhood here. But now we are headed to the grave of his great aunt and the person who owned this house and took Eminem in during his time here. So his aunt, Edna Schwartz. So I recently came to this cemetery and visited his family tree. I have a video on that on my page as well if anybody's interested in watching that. But now we are at the grave of Edna Schwartz, who was his great aunt. So this will make 10 family members that I've located in this cemetery. And actually her husband is buried next to her. So the house that we visited was her home. Eminem respected and loved this lady and was in her life up until she passed in 2010. And she is here in the St. Joseph Memorial Cemetery along with the rest of Eminem's family. But I just wanted to come here and show respect and bring this video full circle. I thought it'd be really cool to throw her grave in with the house, being that she was the one who owned the house and the whole story revolved around her. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And it's been a very exciting journey. I think I got leads on a couple more. But until then, this is your boy Mack Malone, the KC journalist, signing out from Eminem's childhood home in St. Joseph in the grave of his great aunt Edna, who took him in and helped raise him up until he left for Detroit. See you on the next video. Peace.
Let's go. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. Mack Malone, he's your KC journalist. And I will get the best from that KC journalist.